Oof. Alright then, let's get, welcome on in everybody, that's the words I'm looking for. Welcome on in everybody, good to see ya, hope you're all having a good day. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams, and today is one of those special event streams. Today, as you clearly tell, well, maybe not clearly tell, because I was going to say, today we're doing the boss fight stream. After all this time, took almost a whole year to get this project done, just like last time, but for many other reasons. We'll talk about that one probably tomorrow or something, or maybe I should talk about a little bit of it. We'll see what we talk about today. Obviously, what I wanted to say, before we get started on anything, first thing we gotta talk about is a couple of things. Number one, as you can see in the redeems down below, a lot of them have been shut down because last thing we want is for things to overcomplicate, overclutter, and all of that stuff. And more importantly, there was a lot of redeems that usually mean putting something on the screen, and not really doable today. So all of the other model redeems, those are gone for now, only for today. The sound alerts, also gone. No crab rave, no pen spin, none of that today. But do not worry, that is only for today. Second thing I wanted to bring up, for bits and subs, the text-to-speech has kind of been shut down because I didn't want to, though don't get me wrong, I greatly appreciate it, I didn't want it to lose momentum based off of something that pops up out of nowhere, you know? So, or, you know, something out of left field or completely unrelated. I didn't want that to, you know, slow the tempo, if that makes any sense. Regardless, I greatly appreciate each and every one of those. If anyone does support, I greatly appreciate it nonetheless. And again, the text-to-speech stuff, that will be back tomorrow. But for right now, for today, the main thing right here, right now, is for the model reveal of the bird. If you looked at the beginning, you saw the comic, you saw all the stuff that was kind of relating to, you know, the lead up to the boss battle. If that makes any sense. All hail Mecha Lampy? No hail. No hail, no worship, no nothing. No cold. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, what was I talking about after that? I'm also stalling for a little bit of time to give people an opportunity to slowly but surely just roll on in. I love your speedometer, grandma to Eurobeat. Yeah, you know what? I should talk about the car for a little bit while we're at it. So, for those of you that don't know, normally, as I mentioned before, normally it would just be a regular model model reveal. That was the original plan, just regular model reveal and a YouTube tutorial. But then the creative juices started flowing. That's why, as you can see, instead of it just being a model reveal, we got a whole boss fight thing. We got a whole arena. If you look at the background, it looks very familiar. It's the exact same arena as before. However, we got it to actually move up and down, so it actually gives you like a POV point of view. You're also going to see other features that roll on in later down the road. I don't want to show those off yet, but I also just wanted to show stall for a little bit more. Show the little features of the car. As you can see, it's got a POV. It's got the cannons in the front. It's also got the steering wheel, and keep an eye on those buttons there. Keep an eye on those 3 buttons. They will actually be used in this, in today's stream. But look forward to that. Let me see. What else is there to talk about? I'm trying to think. What else could I mention that I haven't mentioned yet? Are we there yet? That's it. I'm turning this entire stream around. I'll see you on Friday. But yeah, welcome in the Cobble, welcome on in Sherbert. The cycle repeats. Zelda, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you're all enjoying your stay. And I hope you're enjoying the Saturday. And yeah, I guess should I mean, it's only been like about 5 minutes. I feel like it's 5 minutes a little early. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention. You know what? I know exactly what I need to talk about. So, how is this game set going to work? Well, every turn, I'm gonna put 3 cards up on the screen at random. I have a yeah, I have a set of cards right here to shuffle. Out of those 3 random cards, you will see, yeah, I will plop 2, or yeah. Out of those 3 cards, I will plop up 3 cards on the screen to represent those ones. You folks get to pick and vote on the screen whether you want to go for offense or defense, if you want to save a card or not, and which card you want to save by just, yeah, which card you want to save, 1, 2, or 3, which cards you want to, yeah, which cards you want to use, all of that sort of stuff. Is mostly just, do you want to pick offense, do you want to pick defense, do you want to use your saved card, or do you want to save a card in the first place, that sort of thing. And after those few minutes, then we see what cards were used, what cards were determined, we do the die roll, and see how it goes from there. Thank you for the hydrate there, Cycle. And yeah, we see how the rolls go from there. After that, it's the bird's turn, and well, they make their attack based off their cards as well. Last but not least, there's a new added feature. Well, 2 extra added features. 2 of them are going to be secret, but one of them is going to accumulate over time. After a couple of turns, or after a few turns, I'll let you know when that accumulated and when it's about to go off. And the other one is going to be a special feature very, very close to the end. So, be prepared for the end part, and I hope you accumulated some points, because a lot of people are going to need to be involved for this last part. Well, maybe not a lot, but there are going to be some folks that are going to need to be prepared for this next part, because you're going to need to do some voting, and you're going to need to use some repeated votes, aka channel points, in order to reach that number. You'll see what that means soon. You'll know what that means when we get there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But also, there's one more feature I didn't mention. There is the fire token feature. What is the fire token feature? Well, I'm so glad you asked, person that doesn't exist. See, the fire token feature is whenever you use offense cards, you add a fire token to your opponent, aka the bird. For every fire card or offense card that you used, you add a fire token to them. And that fire token lowers their defense as well as hits them for 5 points. Mayhaps I should have waited to make you take care of yourself. Maybe. Don't worry, I haven't done any of that stuff yet, so do not worry. We'll probably do all of that stuff at the end of it. So, that is basically the game plan. Also, if you get to 3 or more tokens, then the bird is going to take action to remove those tokens. What is that action? You'll find out. You will find out. So, look forward to that. With that being said, I think 15 minutes is enough, right? We gave about 15-minute time, right? I don't know. What do y'all folks think? We talked about everything about the car. We talked about all the rules. I would talk about how I'm late, but long story short, it was too hectic in the house, and I felt like that would have again also cluttered the focus that I needed for this stream. So, I've never done a boss fight before. Sounds exciting. Then I hope you enjoy, because yeah, I think 15 minutes is enough time. I think it's about time. You snooze, you lose, especially in a boss fight. True. You make a good point. And welcome on in there, Wheezy. I'm loving your graphics alright? Yo, thank you. This one took quite a bit of time, although to be fair, the most amount of time that it took was the bird. Which, speaking of, you think, honestly, yeah, you would think, with this kind of stream, calling it a bird boss fight reveal, you'd think there'd be more birds, We just see, we just see grass, car, a rabbit, a pig, even a boat, but I don't see no bird. Like, what's going on with that? Like, you would think with a stream that called this, you would expect more bird. Oh, Oh, well, there it is. All right, let's take a... Yeah, let's assess the situation. Okay, let's see. Left movement. Right movement. Up. Down. Physics are intact. A lot more glitter than expected. But yeah, you know, seems like normal old bird. Wings are still moving. Yeah, okay, so, seems to be about right. Seems to be a bird. Not gonna lie, though. Yeah, not gonna lie. Kind of expected more. It doesn't really seem all that different this time around. I kind of expected it to be a little more, you know, a little more impact and all that. Is that a sword? Okay, folks, I think we got a problem. Yeah, folks, I think we got a problem. Well, without further ado, I guess it's time to begin that boss battle, am I right? Indeed, cue the music. Alrighty then, folks, it is about time. Okay, so first things first, the turn starts. You have about 60 health. Right, I should have put something about that on the screen. Hold up, I had everything else prepared except for the health. Hold on a minute. You know what? I could just tell you how much health you got. Alright, folks, you got 60 health on the screen. The bird, 100 health. We got a lot going today. And the first turn is about to begin. No cards are drawn this time around, just because I want to showcase one thing. So, with no cards drawn, it's just a simple die roll attack. So, let's see how that goes about. Also, welcome on in there, Crab Junkies. And good to see you there, Wheezy. I don't think I said anything, but yeah. Or I don't think I greeted you properly, but yeah, welcome on in there, Wheezy. But yeah, with that being said, let's see. Regular old die roll. Let's see what the game rolls with that one. And with a grand total of 18 on the die roll attack, let's see what happens. With a grand total of 18 on your die roll, you miss. Wait, what? How do we miss? How do you miss with that kind of attack? It's 18. How do you miss with 18? So, turns out that the bird actually has a grand total of 20 defense. So in order for you to actually hit the bird, you gotta hit 20 or higher. Yeah, this is going to be a long game. This is gonna be a long game indeed. So, yeah. I guess we gotta see what the next turn's all about then, don't we?
Please tell me that wasn't your best shot.
Dear God, bird god? Wait, what bird god? Anyway, alright, next turn rolls around, bird gets a free attack. No, well, not a free attack, but the bird gets an attack. No cards drawn on their turn either. Let's see how well this rolls. Oh my God, they also hit an 18. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, with an 18 on their attack, they successfully hit because your defense is only a mere... Well, yeah, your defense is only a mere 10. And they roll a 4 damage. Alright, so what number is that? 4 minus 60, let us see. 4 minus 60, you are down to 54 damage. Or down to 54 health. Activate negate attack. I wish. Might make me laugh so hard. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Alright, with that being said, the actual turn now, or yeah, the turn actually begins now. 3 cards. Let's see, what 3 cards do you get this roll? Or yeah, let's see what cards you get for this roll. Okay, so from what I'm seeing right here, it is a plus 10, or it's a plus 5 attack, a dodge, and hold on a minute, let me put those on the screen right now. So, what you got here is 1 attack roll, or 1 attack card. That's an offense card. You got the dodge card. That's obviously a defense card. And you got the smite card. Why did I call it smite? Now that I really think about it, that's a terrible idea, especially considering... Anyway, that's not the point. That's not the point. Anyway, these are your 3 cards. Now it's time to put up the poll. What do you want to roll with first? Let's find out. Let's get that set up. You know what? We should put... Oh, what's the other word? Ah. There we go. There we go. Starting poll. Which card do you want to save? Do you want... Yeah. Do you want to... Yeah. Do you want to save a card? Or do you want to just roll on to the next step? Let's find out. Let's see what options we get for this. 60 minus 4 is 46. Or 50... Or 56. Oh, yeah. You're right. 56. Thank you for that. It is 56. Math is tough. Especially when, math is tough, especially when 100 of things are going on at the same time. Okay, let me see. Whew. But yeah, folks, you get the option to vote for 1 minute. Let's see, we got saving the smite card for later. Alright. Love a good smite? I don't. Unless we're talking about D&D. If it's D&D, I love a good smite. If we're talking about the game smite, please no. Please no. Don't let the Leaf hear this. Alright, so the card being saved is the Smite card. We're gonna keep that one for later. And now for the next step is to find out. Offense or defense? We're about to find out. ATK or DEF. Whoops, you weren't supposed to see that. It's okay, it's only the first move. Or it's only the first attack. No, wait, I already showed that part once, I think. Yeah, I think I already showed the gun attack, so that part's fine. Best defense is when they are dead. True, true, true. Alright. Save the smite for a rainy day. True, very smart move, very smart move. Alright, we're gonna see what is the next move. Is anyone gonna... Or yeah, what are y'all folks going for? Offense or defense? You're going for the offense? Okay. We're gonna see if any of that changes within the amount of time. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out indeed. Also, fun fact, the sword was not supposed to be part of the original model. I mean, technically it was, but I had no intention of actually adding the sword until the creative juices started flowing. Best defense is a good offense? Also true. Hero player just knows offense. One little rock and we're doomed. Fair. Okay, so we're going... Or yeah, so y'all are going with the offense. Let's find out. Okay, so... Offense means it's a +5 with an 8 die roll to add it to it. We're gonna see if that actually helps with the situation. And let's give it an honest roll. It is a 4 plus a 5. So unfortunately with the current situation... Oh wait, wrong one. It's supposed to be this move. Actually, now that I look back on it, I should hide the cards the next time I do that. Alright, we're gonna keep the smite and save it on the side. We're just gonna toss it right over here. Now, unfortunately, the attack did not land. However, regardless of the situation, it did drop one burn counter, or one fire counter, which means their defense will now be reduced by 5, and since the turn has ended, they will be taking one... Yeah, they will be taking one fire counter damage, which is -5, so from 100 to 95. And with that, the bird's turn begins. Let's see how that rolls. Let's see how that goes. And funny enough, they're taking the same tactic you are. They are saving their own smite. However, they are going full defense on this one. Because not only did they get a +5 to their defense, but they also got a +10 dodge. So they are putting an extra 15 defense on the next attack that you, on their next turn. So instead of attacking them with so instead of them having 15 defense, they will actually have double that. So they're actually going to have 30 defense. With that being done, let's see what their next attack is, though. Let's see what the next attack roll. That's a nat 20 right there. Luckily for you, that we don't follow the nat 20 rules of adding double damage, so that doesn't really do anything other than just, hey, fancy. Anyway, add that die roll to the attack. That is a +4 right there. Make sure that we're all set up for this one. And with that, that is an extra 4 damage to your, that's an extra 4 damage to your health. So minus 54, 56 minus 4, you are down to 52. Fear indeed. However, like I said, well, actually, it's going to be a tough one in this next turn, because again, like I said, that is a +15. However, or it is a +30. However, this next attack round, or your next turn, you got a good number of cards on this. Yeah, you got a good number of cards for this one. One, you got a double attack. You got another regular attack along with it, as well as a snipe. So what the snipe does, as you can see, snipe gives you an extra 10 on your attack roll, which means whatever your die roll is to attack, it adds 10 to it. And with the sword, that adds an extra 5. So it basically cancels out their defense buff. However, now you have to hit a 15 or higher if that is the choice that you go with. Now, with this being said, you only have offense if you choose to do so. Yeah, you only have offense at the moment right now. Now the question is, let's go to the voting polls for this one, because we need to make a new poll. And the question is, oh right, we need to remove the tab, which means, no, not the tab. It was the caps lock. Sorry about that, folks. Still trying to remember things. Okay. Save. Oh, that's what it was. Swap. Save. Give me 1 second. Just trying to set up all the poll options. Because we need to swap attack. Or, swap the card for attack. Swap the card for snipe. Swap for double. Yeah, DBL. Yeah, that's one. Or no. Oh, actually, no swap. Or the last poll option. There we go. These are your poll options right about now. You have 5 options. You can either swap your saved card with an attack. Yeah, you can either swap your saved card with the attack card, the snipe card, the double card, no swap at all, still keep saving your card, or use your saved card on top of everything else. This part is entirely up to you. Do you want to save the snipe? Do you want to save the attack? Do you want to not swap your double damage at all? Or do you want to just use all 4? That is entirely up to you. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see how it rolls. We're gonna see how it goes. And also, good to see you there, Genie Problem. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Hope you're having a good day indeed. 'Cause 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 Whew. But yeah, for folks wondering, yeah, this is what I mentioned before where I was talking about, yeah, well, actually I don't think I ever mentioned it last time, but the last time I went with this sort of game, it felt like running an entire battle station, because I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so we got these parts right here, we got all those parts right there. Alright, so what I'm seeing is swap the double damage with the attack, so you're saving the attack card and swapping out the double damage for it. Okay, so that means it's going to be a +10 with double damage if it hits, and 2 attack rolls with the +10 damage on it. Or, not the +10 damage, the +10 attack roll. So, that would basically mean that you well, let's see how it rolls. Because that is a defense of 30 right there, and you only have... well, yeah, it's a base... well, we're gonna see. So, with a base of 30 defense, and you having a guaranteed +10 to your attack roll with 2 attacks, the first attack hit a 10. So 10 plus 10, that is 20. 20 to the 30 defense, that's a miss. The second attack, however, hit a natural 20, which normally would be a miss. However, with the snipe, that is a +10. So, you got 10 plus 20, that is automatically a 30, and so you actually managed to get that second attack through. Congratulations there, folks, you got your first hit in. Oh, right, save the attack card. Oh, right, did I swap those out yet? Yeah, save the attack card, put that one right over there. And then, for the next step, out of the double attacks, the first one ultimately failed. Second one, I believe it was this button. That one actually managed to land, and let's see how much damage you actually did with that. That is a 5 plus the smite. That is an automatic 10 right there. And since you used exactly 3, okay, so first let's minus that 10, making it an 85. And since he used 3 offense cards, that adds not 1, not 2, but 3 on top of the fire counter. Fried bird indeed. So you now have exactly, so there is exactly 4 fire counters on the bird. First hit. Not first blood though. Honestly, fair. I mean, to get the first hit on the bird, that's going to be very difficult. But you managed to get a hit, and it's a pretty solid hit. Especially with what's about to happen next. Also, hold on a second here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Oh, that's making it a lot more difficult than I had anticipated. Okay, there we go, we got it. So, surprisingly, despite the fact that... Wait, what the? It only picked up that? Give me 1 second here, hold on a minute. We're gonna try a new tactic. Wait, could I even edit this? Maybe I could. Nah, it won't let me edit. I thought I had a better shot with this. It made more sense last time. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna take this entire thing. This should be good. Oh, it won't even let me have that? Okay, new plan. Don't worry, I have a contingency plan for whenever those little mistakes happen. I know exactly what I could do to handle this. So, the program that the file that I had to snag all of that stuff, it did not work the way it was supposed to, but I have a game plan for that. Here we are. So, anyway, going back to the main top, or yeah, going back to the thing. Surprisingly enough, considering how high of a defense the bird had, they had no expectations of you actually hitting them. So, the fact that you actually landed a shot triggered a response from them.
Congratulations. But that's the only hit. You're landing today.
And with the bird's turn starting, and exactly 4 counters, or yeah, with the turn already starting, or with their turn starting, and with 4 counters already set up on the field, as I mentioned before, at the start of their turn, they take 5 damage for every, for every counter you have. Yeah, for every counter you have, and that is exactly 4. So 5 times 4, that is a minus 20, dropping them down to 65. However, since it has also reached 3 or more counters, something else happens.
It's too warm.
And with too many counters on the field, the bird abruptly flies into the sky, drawing their 3 cards, removing all the counters on your side of the field. And however, since it took the time to remove or extinguish all those flames, their turn has to be skipped. They get to keep the 3 cards that they have prepared for the next turn, but you get a free opportunity right here. Because since it's basically skipping their next turn, you might as well, since it's skipping their next turn, you get to go for not 3 cards, but 6 for your next upcoming turn. So you got a grand total of 6 cards. So let's see what we do with the next part. I'd say cook the bird in holy fire, but that seems to be like a bad idea. Probably. Okay, let me see. So 6 cards in total. There are 2 attack cards, 2 defense cards, actually 3 defense cards, and 1 heal card. So the real question is next. New poll. Offense or defense? We're going to put the poll up again. You got 1 minute to pick whether you want to go for offense or defense. In the meantime, I'm going to get the next question set, which is, you want to use that, I guess the next question is going to be for later on, which is whether you want to save that offense card. Basically, do you want to save these cards to go full offense next turn, or do you want to go for full defense? We're going to find out right now. Also, Mortician, welcome on in. How you be? Hope things are going well. I hope things are good. I hope things are fancy and dancy and all that other, I don't even know what that means. Hey, what's that? Well, there's the bird. That's concerning. Anyway, defense. All right, so you folks are choosing to opt for the defense option. So we could just put the rest of the cards away. We don't need to ask if we go for the save. We just go straight defense. So you can use those 3 defense cards right now and add 15 to it, giving you a full 25 defense for the next upcoming attack. Also, welcome on in, Mitrex. How you be? As well as Romar. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm great. I'm now married, and I'm just busy with work. How you doing? Yo, fantastic. Congratulations there, friend. I'm doing pretty well. Just finally got to reveal this, the bird model and all the features. Like that, little passive animation right there. Look at him go. Not gonna lie, that one actually took a lot more work than I had anticipated. Anyway, going to the next part. Bird is the word indeed. So, their next turn begins, and they decide, considering that you have a lot of defense on you, they just decide to opt out for their own defense and decides to go for the heal instead. So with that heal, they get to roll 2 dice for 2d4s. Let's see how much they heal by. That is a 4 and a 4. They get to heal by 8, so 6 plus 8, or 65 plus 8. That is a 73, I believe. And now they're going to try to swing back down with an attack. Let's see how it goes. And with that, they rolled an 18 to your defense. And normally that would hit easily, but because you have 25 defense this turn, it fails miserably. So with that, no luck on their attack.
Tisk. Lucky break.
Oh, let's see. Also, I need... Oh, let's see. What did Mitrak say? Also, I need to know, can I use the nuke? We'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. Which, by the way, how many turns was that? I do believe... You know what? We're going to put the counter... Or yeah, we're going to put the timer at 3. 3 more turns before that move hit. Or yeah, before something happens. We got a timer of 3. So anyway, yeah, you successfully blocked the first attack. Or yeah, you've successfully blocked your first attack. Now, your turn rolls on in. With an extra 3 cards, let's see what your next move becomes. Alright, with this situation, you currently have 1 dodge, 1 plus 5 attack, and a... Well, actually, let's just put it right here. So, you got a plus 5 attack, you got a dodge, and you got the double attack. These are your 3 cards that you have right now. With 1 attack saved, we're gonna go back to the poll and see. Same as before, same as last time. Offense or defense? We're gonna find out. Alright, another timer on the roll. Let's see, what do we land on? Let's see, how do we go? Offense or defense? Do you want us to go for some offense? Do you want to go for some defense? And I guess the next question is going to be, do you want to save one of these cards? Or do you want to just keep your offense over there? We're going to find out. What are we doing? We're fighting a bird. Indeed, we are fighting a bird. Let's find out what the questionnaire says. We're gonna see. Also, not gonna lie, this was a lot less stressful than I had first anticipated, because when I first started this was definitely, very, well, we'll talk about that one tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we got offense on the poll. So the next step we gotta do is ask ourselves, do we save a card? Or yeah, do we save any of these cards or do we use them? You know what? I'm gonna ask this first. Then we'll see. New poll. Swap save with other card. Don't. Use. Or, well, yeah, I guess we should just put swap with other card. Oh, you know what? Swap with defense. Swap with EPL. Yeah, swap with defense or swap with oh, there we go. Use. Yes. Use. Save. There we go. This is going to be our options. 1 minute on the poll. Here we go. So here's what we have going on right now. Do you want to use your save card and swap it with something? Do you want to swap your saved card with the double attack? Do you just want to use the card? Oh, there we go. Do you want to save your defense card and use all your offense? Do you want to not use your saved card? Do you want to, what's the other word? Do you want to swap your save card with one of the other offense cards? Or do you want to just use the save and not, or yeah, do you want to use it and just not save anything? We're about to find out. We're going to see how the poll rolls today. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it rolls. Let's see. Also, folks, for those of you, I'm going to say this. This is one of those things where anyone and everyone can participate, even if you have no, yeah, does not matter the situation. If you join in on the stream, you can participate, and you don't even have to let anyone know that you're there. That's right. You can participate in this game anonymously and under the dead of night. Don't use the save card? Alrighty then. So no used save card and offense. So we put the dodge card back. And we use the +5 or we only use one of the +5 and the double attack. So let's see how that rolls. Let's see how it goes. Hide that, hide that. Take this one, move it back over here because that card was not used. So you still have a +5 on your save. Next move. Let's see how it rolls. Let's see how it goes. That is a 13 +5. That is an 18. So close. However, there is a double attack, which means we got one more attack to go. Let's see if that one lands. That one is a 14, so that would make it a grand total of 19, so not quite there. It was close, but no cigar. Both attacks, unfortunately, ultimately, miss. However, on the upside, you at least got 2 fire counters on your card. So you know what? Fair enough, fair enough. It might have been a smart move to save those cards, or save the double damage, who knows? And hold on one more second, where is it? This part. And with 2 failed attacks in a row, the bird is starting to look a bit smug, and it decides to start asserting its dominance.
Let me break it down for you, Moth. You're not winning this fight.
Honestly, a very, very smug bird right about now. So maybe next time, maybe you'll be able to wipe that smirk off that, or yeah, maybe you'll be able to wipe that smug look off that bird's face. And with the bird's turn starting, that is a +2 to their, or that is a +10 due to the fire, whatchamacallit? Due to the fire damage from the 2 counters. So instead of 73, they are now down to 63. Their turn starts up. And they got a whopping of 1, 2, and 3 defense cards, so they're using all 3 of them. So now, their defense is up to a whopping 35 for the next attack. But they get no offense, so all they can do is just do one regular old die roll, and so let's see if it lands. That is an 11, just barely, but it does still hit. And that is a mere 2, so it's not too much. So -2. So, lucky break on that one, not too much damage. However, yeah, that is a 35 defense next up, so let's see if you got a good roll on this one. Alright, so on this situation, the next 3 cards you just got was 1 attack card, and not 1, but 2 heals. 35 defense? Yeah. Yikes, yeah. So, you got 2 defense, you got 2 heal cards and 1 attack card. Whoops. Now back to the age-old question, just as before. New poll. I didn't spell that right, but you know what? Don't worry about it. That's not important right now. There we go. So let's see what the next roll is. Do you want to go for the offense? Do you want to go for the defense? We're about to find out right now. Let's see. Heal, we ain't hitting no 35. Not with that attitude. Okay, yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. Okay, so you know what? I don't even think we need to question this one. Like, we can let the poll run, but I think we already have the answer for this. So, the 2 defense rolls on this. Or the 2 heals on this. So, let's see how this next run rolls. Oh, wait! Yeah, next roll. Okay, and with that heal, that is a 3, so that's 2d4, or 4d4s actually, so that is a 3, a 4, a 1, and another 3. So 3 and 3 make 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 1. Funny enough, with all of that, that brought it back up to 11. Minus your 50, you are back to 60. So yeah, what do you know? Lucky shot. Next attack roll. So let's be honest. Yeah, that's a 2. You know what? That's a pretty good time to get a 2 because that one was just not landing at all whatsoever. Oops, wrong one. This thing. That thing. There we are. Back to the 60? Indeed, y'all are back to the 60. So that's a pretty good sign. That is a pretty good sign indeed. Alright, next roll. Next attack. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, right. Also, minus 10. That is down to 53. And because that was 2 turns on... Yeah, that was 2 turns on that token. That becomes a 3rd. And that actually becomes an extra 5 damage, so that becomes 48. However, that does also mean that there are 3 counters on the field. They are under 50% health while you are still at max. That's a pretty good sign right there. That is a very, very good sign right there. And since they're already surprisingly under half their health, all that fire damage has actually been accumulating, and that smug look is gone. However, they do have to remove those 3 counters, so they are back in the sky once again. Which is very, very lucky, because the next attack, you might want to be ready for that one, because you'll find out soon enough. But since they had to fly into the sky, that means you get the 6 cards to work with to prepare for your next attack. You can either go with offense. You know what? Okay, so before we talk about that one, we just got to bring up what you got at the moment. So, Let's snag this over here. Let's get that attack. As you actually got another attack card. You got the double attack. The dodge. By the way, like I said, these are exactly 6 cards that you're getting this turn because the bird has to skip one of theirs. You also got the snipe. Okay, let's see. And, well, you actually got, oh, you practically got a straight flush. You also got the heal and the defense. So, to explain all of these cards right quick, because there's a lot to explain right now. With the exception of the smite, you basically got all 6 cards in your current hand right now. And down here, you avian adversary. I know, right? Bring that bird back down. Anyway, so here's what we got at the moment. You got 1 dodge, 1 +5 defense, 1 heal. Those are your defense cards. And you also got a +5 to your sword, or, you know, +5 attack and damage. Well, actually, a +5 to your attack, a +10 to your attack, and a double attack, along with your saved offense card. So, back to the usual question again. What is the new one? Will you go for offense or defense? We're gonna find out. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it rolls. Let's see what it goes. Especially since they're back to a regular old 20 defense. They don't actually have any defense cards to use this time around. So, ATK, DEF. We're gonna find out next. What will you roll with? What will you go with? Let's find out. Will you go with the offense? Will you go with the defense? Will you go with those cards? Also, do you want to use your saved card if you go for offense? We're going to find out. I'd say defense, but the cards say poor defense. So let's go all in. Well, let's find out what y'all choose. Because right now you can either heal yourself, which you're already at max HP, that wouldn't really do you any good. Plus add 15 to your defense, making it a 25. Or you could add 20 to your attack roll and make 2 attacks, plus adding a D8 to your first, or 2 D8s to your first attack. And since the bird doesn't have any defense, this would mean if you went with the offense, you are guaranteed to hit with both attacks. Where with the defense, you might be able to do some, or, you know, save your hit, or, you know, not get hit. Only one way to find out. Offense, okay, we got 2 votes on the offense. Let us find out how that one rolls next. Also, folks, do you want to save your card? Do we put that? You know what? We're going to put that one anyway. We're going to add that question anyhow. All right, let's see. New poll. Use save. Shh. No, not now. Alright, I guess, or yeah, I feel like we're getting back into the swing of things. Also, ads start in a minute. Look out for that, folks. But yeah, since you went for the offense, you get the option of whether you want to use that offense card or you want to save it. Only one way to find out. Let's see. Let us see. As for the defense cards, those ones are going back into the deck. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it rolls. Also, we could hide the defense cards for now, so, hide the dodge, hide the heal, hide the defense. Boom, there we go. Bring this back down so you could actually see things. There we go, and we're all set. We're all good. and a couple more seconds to see if you use that save card or not. Let's find out. And the answer is yes. Okay, so all 4 of them cards are being used this time around. So that is, well, not just yet. Obviously, you have to wait for the bird to come down. But of course, the next turn, you're going to have the snipe, 2 +5s to your attack, plus the die rolls to that attack, and then a double attack. So look forward to that one when that comes around. Speaking of, now it's the bird's turn, and they're using their saved card. You remember what saved card they had after a while back? You might not remember because that was at the very start of this entire, very entire game. They saved their smite card, just like you did at the very beginning. However, now they're deciding to use that snipe. Why? Or not snipe, but smite. Now, the reason why they're using that smite is because, well, as I mentioned earlier, they do also have a snipe card, which means that adds a +10 to their attack, or to their attack roll. They also have the +5 on their attack, which means, oh, the adds. Let's give it a minute then there, folks. Let's give it a minute. Alright, and I believe the ads should be done. Yo, Dice Mistress, welcome on in. You're just in time. The boss fight has begun. The bird is at the halfway health point. However, I think they're going to be doing some big, they got something big planned. As you can see, they are currently in the sky at the moment. But yeah, as I mentioned before, they saved their smite card, the one that does double damage, at the very beginning. And they're planning on using it now. Because not only that, but they have a snipe, which, since you didn't go for defense, this guarantees that they hit, because that adds a +10, plus the extra die roll from the +5 attack, and they also have a double attack just like you. So, they get 2 die rolls. Just like you. They are guaranteed to hit. Hey, just like you. But unlike you, they are doing double damage. And adding an extra die roll to their first attack. So let's... Actually, we don't even need to roll dice now that I really think about it. Doesn't matter what they hit, it's a +10 on, or a +15 on top of it. So, with a +15 on top of that, both attacks are guaranteed to hit. So 1 die roll, 2 die roll. Where's that other blue? There it is. And because of the +5 with the sword, that is 3 die roll. 3 solid die rolls. Let's see how much damage they roll with that one. 8, 7, and 3. So that is a grand total of 18. Plus the smite. So what? So, folks, what is 18 times 2? That is, that's a grand solid 36 right there. And so yeah, that is a big attack. We just got hit by 36. That drops us down to 24. And just like that, they kind of evened the playing field with that move. And we are in bad health right now. This looks so cool. Yo, thanks. I'm glad you like it. And welcome on in there, IV. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Perhaps defense was an option? Possibly. Possibly. How did you do this? A lot of freaking work. There was live 2D. Don't worry, I'll talk about this one after the stream. Do not worry. I will talk about a lot of this as much as I can. At least she's cute. Fair. All right, let's see. So, with that done, it's the player turn. But luckily, we already went through all those details to figure out what the player was going to do. Because, luckily for you, one more turn before something else happens. And along with that, it's time for that big attack that you were aiming for. So, like mentioned before, you have a +5, or you have two +5s, plus the snipe, plus the double attack, which means, because of the two +5s on your attack roll, and the snipe adding an extra 10 to your attack roll, you now have exactly 20 on your attack roll, plus 2 extra dice attacks. Or 2 plus dice on your 2d8s on your first attack. And since you're making 2 attacks, that's a grand total of 4d8s rolling on this first attack. So, let's see what damage you managed to pull off with 4d8s. And we get a peek inside the Mothmobile. Indeed, indeed. Also, welcome on then there, Heart Knight Engaged. I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. I hope things are going well. Dice roll. Okay, so what you got was a 4, a 3, an 8, and another 8. So, 2 8s, that's 16. Plus 4, that's 20. Plus the 3, that is 23. So, you just hit them with a grand total of 23 damage. What buttons was it again? Oh, yeah. Well, first this one. And now we could hide the rest of these cards. So congratulations there, folks. You got them to a really, really low number right about now. You got them down to... Okay, so let's see. That is 25 health left. Plus, you also used 4 offense cards, which means that's a grand total of 4 fire counters. Their turn starts. They draw their 3 cards. And they get hit by that fire damage. So that is minus 20, leaving them with a measly 5. And they have to fly into the sky for this turn right around... Or yeah, they have to fly into the sky for this turn to extinguish those flames. Which means you get a free turn. Ain't that convenient? I think that's very convenient. However, you could hear the bird off in the distance. Yeah, you could hear the bird off in the distance as they are struggling with this fight. And you hear them utter these words.
Lampy, I'm starting to question if you're a moth or a dung beetle. Cause I'm getting real tired of your
Whoa. Language. Wait. That wasn't part of the script. Anyway, let's see what let's see what cards you get for this next turn. Let's find out. Not gonna lie, y'all folks are holding your own pretty well. With her being in the sky, all we need to do is make her fall. Exactly. There you go. Now you're getting it. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how this rolls. You get exactly 6 cards for this next turn. Let's see how this runs. Only one way to find out. Inva sassy? Indeed, they do be sassy. Talking too much smack. That's what that bird's doing. Alright then. So let me see. So what did you get for this turn? What did you get for these card rolls? Let's find out. So, what we got? 1 dodge. 1 double attack. 2 heals. Actually, 2 double attacks. Okay, let's set these up properly. So you got at least 5 defense cards. and 2 offense cards. You got 2 of the heals. Two of the double attacks. 1 dodge. We should put the double attack over here on the offense. 1 dodge and 1 defense. So a grand total of 5 defense cards and 2 offense cards. However, their defense is back up to 20. So keep that in mind with the next move. Alrighty then, let's find out which one do you go with, folks? Offense or defense? We're about to find out. Alright, starting the poll again, 1 minute. Alright, folks, you have 1 minute to vote. If you want to go for offense, if you want to go for defense, these are the cards that you have. 2 heals, 1 defense, 1 dodge. Or 2 double attacks, which means you get 3 attack rolls on a 20 defense. And the right leg of the forbidden one. Yes, thank you, Ryu. Alright, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it rolls. Which decision do y'all make for this one? Let's find out. Because also, take into consideration, I forgot to mention, they are down to 5 health. However, you are also down to 24 health. And they dropped you down to 24 health with a single attack, so keep that one in mind. This one's entirely up to you. Let's find out. Alright, so you folks picked defense. Also, would y'all like to save the double attack for later? I'm just going to ask this one without doing the... Yeah, I feel like just not doing the poll. Like, y'all... You know what? We're still going to do the poll. You want to save the card? We're going to find out. Because I was going to... Part of me was like, nah, let's just ask the folks. And then I thought, there might be lurkers that are participating that don't want to, you know, reveal themselves, but they want to, you know, play the game. So I'm going to just put the poll anyway. So they get the opportunity to choose whether they save a defense card, or if they save the double attack, or if they just roll with it or not. Okay, save. DBL. Yes. No. Alright, while we wait for that poll to go through, because we already know what you're going to do for the next attack, or for the next turn, which should probably be best to use those cards now, while we wait on that. So, that is 2 heals, or 2 heal cards, so that's 4d4. Let's see what y'all get with that one. And that is a 4, a 4, a 2, and a 1. So 8 plus 2 and 10 plus that, you are up to... So, that's 10 plus 1, that's 11, you are up to 35. You are just above the you're just above the... Yeah, just above the halfway point by 5 points. So, danger zone is gone. And you also have 15 to your defense, making you, giving you a grand total of 25 defense for the next turn. And you said save one of the cards? All right, we save one of the defense cards. There we go. Or we save one of the attack cards. There we go. Alrighty then. Next move, next shot. Let's see how it goes. They are coming back down. And they honestly chose to go with defense just as well. But not too strong of a defense, considering. But yeah, they too went with defense. So that is 2 heals plus a shield. So let's see how much do they get off of their heal. Alright, let's see. I think we... Oh, I think with defense will be in our favor. We ain't got the gunpowder ready. Hold out on firing yet. I like how into you folks are into this game. I'm glad to hear that. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I am big into saving. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so with 4 die rolls. That's a 4, a 3, a 1. Okay, so 4, 3, 4, and 1. So 4 and 4, that's 8, plus the 3. Well, 3 and 1, that makes another 4. So that is a plus 12. Plus, or yeah, with their 5, they are at 17 health. They are still pretty low, but they still have a reasonable defense. Or, yeah, they still have a reasonable defense, but they still have some health sparing. All right, and with that, they aim for their attack. However, you have 25 defense, so chances are, yeah, even with a natural 20, they don't get through that defense at all whatsoever. So very convenient for you folks right there. Very good option right there. All right, let's hide these cards for now, that we've gotten that out of the way. And we're all set with that. Yo, Ima, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome on in. You're just in time. What is this? It's a boss fight stream. Check it out. They got sword and everything. We are currently fighting the bird. Everybody stopping by from Ima's stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug in the rear-view mirror that you see up there, that is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams, and today is one of those drawing streams. Or, not drawing streams. Today is one of those special event streams. Today, we are revealing the Bird's 2.0 model. Check it out. It's got sword and everything. It's got sword swing. It can fly into the sky. It's got a whole idle animation all the way up there where it's just flying around and all of that stuff. Since we're nearing the end, I might as well just showcase all the, or most of the stuff that we got going on. So it's got that whole animation where it's just flying around in the sky. It's also got this animation for when it comes crashing down. With an attack, by the way. All of that crazy stuff. Oh, but the bird isn't the only one that has animations. If you will take a look at this, check it out. The robot, or yeah, the POV mech also has animations. Check it out. We got guns. We got fire. And speaking of which, I think it's ready. It's time for that one thing that has been building up, that I've been saying something's about to happen in a few turns. We're actually reaching that next turn, so look forward to that. Also, folks, go check out Ima. They do a lot of drawing. Okay, I gotta remember, don't hit 0. Anyway, they do a lot of drawing. All sorts of drawing, like amazing art, really crazy stuff. They're a mosquito. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Funny enough, folks, for those of you that were there yesterday, there was a redeem. There was a doodle redeem where someone requested a drawing of Lampy fighting off a mosquito to get to the light, or fighting off a mosquito for a light. If you've seen that drawing that we drew, that was actually Ima. And I need to post that. I need to post all the doodle sketches over there. So for those of you that are from Ima's stream, hey, look forward to that doodle. Anyway, let's give a shout out to Ima. Go check them out. Really amazing artist. Really fast artist too. The speed that they are able to just the speed they're able to just crank out art. It's phenomenal. It is amazing. Like, you go check them out when you get the chance. And good to see you there, Kokoro. How you be? Hope things are well. Hope things are good. I hope you're all having a good day. Also, if y'all got to take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. Which would be a perfect time to do so, because we are nearing the end of the boss battle. Because we ourselves have 35 HP left. The bird has 75 HP left. And something has been building up within this robot for quite some time. And it is time to vent. If that makes any sense, don't worry. It'll make a lot more sense once we get there. Also good to see there Victa, Harvest, Exdes, Ima, Leon. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, let's see. If she calculates a weak spot with a nat 20, she could still hit, even with a 35, but we would need a plus 15. True. All right. So next roll. 3 cards. Oh, right, you saved the double attack, so you have that. And with the next 3 cards, you got 2 heals. Or yeah, you got a heal, you got a defense. Oh, let's actually put those cards up on the screen. So you got 1 defense. You got 1 heal. And you got 1 smite. Which means if you can actually land the attack, you do double damage. But that is if you can land the attack on a on a 20 defense. So yeah, these are your current cards. Let's find out what the polls say. What is the next move on the poll? So, next question. Same as before. Offense or defense? We're about to find out. ATK. Which, folks, you get the opportunity to vote in the poll if you choose which cards, or yeah, which one you want to go with. ATK or defense, or DEF. The poll has started right now. You got 1 minute to vote. If you want to go with the shot of trying to attack a D20 or a 20 defense with a D20 card, or with a D20 die, or if you want to up your defense by 15 and heal by 2 D4s. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Only one way to roll with this one and see how it goes. Attack. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I forgot. I still have or I should put the animation of the bird with the wings. Hold on a minute. Not that one. There it is. There we go. Attack. Well, let's see what y'all folks pick. Let's see what y'all decide to go with. As a D&D player... Oh, let's see. Infant Invasion, she looks amazing. Yo, thanks there, Kokoro. I greatly appreciate that. As a D&D player and new DM, I have little experience with Math Rocks Math. That's fair, that's fair. That's why I don't talk too much about the Math Rocks Math. Okay, don't need healing if you do enough damage. The only point of HP that matters is the last one. Attack? Let's see. Okay, so we got 5 on attack. We got a defense until we get a clean attack. Very, very true. However, they did go for the attack, which means that is the smite and the double attack. So, well, they're about to find out right now. Let's see if they actually manage to get the hit, because, to be fair, they do still get a shot. If they could reach that D20, they have a good attack, or they have a good chance at this. Also, where'd that other, attack one go? There we go. We still have the double attack saved for later. Oh, wait, no, I didn't even think that they used that double attack or not. Well, we'll see how it goes. Double attack plus the smite. Let us see. Let us go. Let us roll. Let's find out how this roll... Or, yeah, let's see how this goes. Roll the 2 dice, and that is a 7 and a 10. To a 20 defense. So, hold on a minute. Oh, it's on the wrong one. Why is it back over there? So unfortunately, neither one of them landed. And the bird is honestly looking at you, perplexed why you decided to go for that attack. Boss is overpowered, please patch. Hey, I don't make the rules. However, luckily for you, that was 2 offense cards, which means you do get the plus 10. Or you do get the plus 2 fire damage to it. Pay to win? Well, there is no pay to win. Doesn't matter how much money you throw in here. Also, let me see. Since the attack failed, this is the perfect time to put this one. Alright, seeing as how you tried to make another attack after the last one kind of got blocked, the bird, yeah, the bird, obviously perplexed by your actions, responds with,
"Are you for real right now? It didn't work last time either, you know."
And with that, the bird's turn rolls in next. Let's see what the bird gets for their next attack. Okay, so that is a snipe and a 2+5s. But they also take -10, so they are now down to 7. Bad manners? Yeah, that's the bird for you. Okay, what does it mean to have or let's see, to crash the, okay, does that mean we have to crash the car now? Only one way to find out, we'll find out. He's clearly using the exploits from the early access. You know, that part is funny, that part's mentioned. Anyway, they still took damage, benefits us. True. They are down to almost no health now. So let's see. What they next got for their next move is a snipe plus 2+5s. So that automatically means they gain a 20 attack. So they don't even have to roll their dice. To your 10 defense, this is an automatic hit. So that would be 3d8s to your health bar. Let's see how much damage they manage to get from that one. I hope insurance covers this. Insurance. Yeah, we totally have insurance. Totally didn't steal this car. So that is a 6, a 7, and a 4. That is a grand total of 17. Wait, yeah, 6 and 4, that's 10. -7, that is, or yeah, +7, that is 17. So -17. That would be, okay, so 17 minus 35. How much attack would that be? Our rates are going to be astronomical? Absolutely. This is why you don't get car insurance. I ain't too worried, even with max damage. True. Okay, so let's see. 17 minus 35. So 7 minus 15, that would be 8. What is that? What number is that? Let me see. So, 7. Okay, 7 minus 5. That would be 8. Plus 20, that would be 28. Minus 10, that would be 18. Alright, so they are down to 18 health, I believe. Or you are down to 18 health, I believe. To be perfectly fair. I think that's how it works. Math is tough. Anyway. With that, they go for their big attack. Oh, you got it right the first time, so it is down to 18? Ah, fair. Also, Fallen, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Yo, I'm glad that you like the model there, Fallen. I greatly appreciate that. So yeah, they just dropped you back down to, almost 10% of your health, or was it 6%? Either way, you are, from 60 health, you are down to almost nothing. You're down to 18 out of 60. So, yeah. And considering how much damage they've done to the vehicle at this point... Hold on a minute. There it is. Okay, there we go. Alright, with how much damage they have committed to the car, leaving you in a pretty bad spot, they utter these words. They utter these words. We're just going to go with those.
Do you get the picture yet? That thing you're in is just a big tuna can. And I have the can opener right here.
So with those words, they're already preparing to launch their next attack. Hopefully there ain't too much going on with that next attack. Or else it's going to be a bad situation. But the tuna? Yeah, the tuna. However, I did say that something was being prepared in the background. Something was being set up. And since you got them to near almost no health, it's that time to unleash the final attack. But, just for the fun of it, we're going to give you folks an option. We're going to give you folks one more option, because I think adding polls is fun. So, all right, so here are your options. Oh, whoops. Anyway, there we go. There's your poll options. And let's bring that bird back down, because they're not supposed to be in the sky for this. There we go, perfect. Euro beat. All right, so there's the options there, folks. Godzilla intervenes. Funny that you mentioned that. Let's find out. Anyway, so you have the options there, folks. We got one more secret weapon that has been building up throughout this entire battle. Do we use that secret weapon? Do we save? Yeah, do we use the secret weapon, or do we say, nah, it's fine, we don't need it? Only one way to find out. Because we are in a really bad spot. Their next attack could be the game ender. Or we could just stop them right here, possibly. Let's find out if it works or not. Let's see what y'all folks choose. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Do the thing? Alright there, folks. Fantastic. Which, honestly, that was probably the best option, because you got 2 defense cards and an offense card. You are not hitting that next attack. Alright, so with that being said, what the mail? What the mail? Also, Accord, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Accord. If you haven't checked out the Accord, I highly recommend that you do. You're just in time too, because, right, I gotta put the. You're just in time too, because right now we are currently doing a model reveal for the bird. And folks, go check out the Accord. If you're a fan of, the Dark Souls games or any other games, go check them out. They play a good variety of games. Really awesome people. Really fun stuff. And everybody stopping by. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug in the rear view mirror that you see up there is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams, or one of those special event streams. As you can see, not only is it a model reveal stream, but it is also a boss fight stream. And folks have picked to do the thing. And you're just in time. We're about to reveal the special attack. But first, let's also find out how much damage does this special attack do? Because not only does it bypass the defense, but it automatically does 4d8s off the bat. Let's see if it's enough to take out 7 HP. And not gonna lie, it basically went beyond double that. So, congratulations there, folks. It's time to do the thing. It's time for the special attack. Let me make sure that I got the right button set up. And with that, you got 8, 7, 5, and 7. So that is a grand total of 27 damage to their life. So you went overkill by 20 points. Congratulations. And with that, the bird is out of health. The bird is out of points. They're barely staggering. Left with nothing. Yeah, left with barely any fight left. They decide that continuing the battle is not worth it. They choose to fly into the sky. And, yeah. It's over. Congratulations there, folks. You have bested the bird. You have beaten them. You have dropped their health to, yeah, you dropped their health to nothing and went overboard. Congratulations. Oh, this was a very fun stream. So, where do we go from here? Maybe I should, what do I do from here now? I suppose the very next thing that should be done is, do that PowerPoint presentation, you know? Talk about all the other things. Maybe, start up a new model. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what the next time is.
I am not gonna lose to some glorified punch buggy.
I'm sorry, what? No fair, the health is gone. That's not supposed to be the next step. Hey, that's not supposed to be the... Why is there boss music? There's not supposed to be a next step after this. Hey, no fair. That's not how this is supposed to work. What? What's that sound? Oh, that's not good. Well, folks, it turns out the bird is a sore loser. So, we got another problem, and we got another problem. We got an issue, and we're gonna need your help for this one. Because this laser can only do so much. We're gonna need your help with this next step. So what is the next step that we gotta do? There's gonna be exactly 3 minutes. Charge up this thing. How do I spell block all of a sudden? And folks, I hope you saved up your channel points, because this is just going to be a mere 1 channel point thing to do. Oh, wrong one. Whoops. Don't worry about it, it's coming back. Anyway, we got exactly 3 minutes. To do the channel point thing. Vote as many times as you can. We need exactly 2K to block this next attack. We got exactly 3 minutes to... yeah, basically parry, block, all of that. All you folks need to do is just drop as many channel points as you possibly can into that. We got 3 minutes to go. That would give at least everybody at least a grand total of 300 points to be able to spam into that button. We need to get to at least 2K. Only a mere 2K in 3 minutes. Can we get it done? Let's find out. We got to 100. We got to 100 so far. We need everybody to spam as much as we possibly can. Don't worry, it's only like 1 channel point per vote. Spam as much of it. Spam everything. Spam it all. Go, 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 go. Can we make 2K in 3 minutes? We are at least at 250. I don't know, because, folks, I also forgot to mention, if we cannot block with 2K, we get hit by a grand total of 100 points. Or 100 points of damage. Can we make it? We're at 300. Almost getting there. You know what? Tell you what, folks. Tell you what. Can we reach 1K? If we could reach 1K... Okay, you know what? Maybe that's moving pretty fast. Let's find out. You know what? Tell you what, folks. 1K. 1K. If y'all can reach 1K, because we're at the halfway point, reach 1K channel... reach 1K votes. 1 vote equals 1 channel point. You can vote as many times as you like. Keep on spamming that button. Can we make it to 1K before it's too late? Honestly, I'm really glad that we didn't go for the 3K off the bat, because that would have been a bad situation. All right, we're at 650 in the span of half of 3 minutes. We're almost there. Keep on going there, folks. You almost got it. Keep going, keep going. Can we block this attack before it's too late? We're getting there. So far, it's a good sign. Keep on going, folks. You can do it, I believe. Go, 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 go. You're almost there. You almost got it, gang. You almost got it. Go, 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 go. You're almost there. Just a little bit more. Just 100 more points. Holy moly, you folks are really moving. You almost got it. Just one, or just a little bit more. And there we go, we got 1K. You know what? We'll roll with this. This will be fine. Also, hold on a minute. I need to bring that music back. There we go. Keep going there, folks. Keep going. Easy with my points. Come on. It's only like one channel point. Come on now. 1000 Lampy Laser? Yeah, there we go. Y'all made it to 1K. Congratulations. I am so glad that I didn't put the 35 like I originally thought. I thought, you know what, 35? Should be fine. Easy, right? Maybe? Maybe. So, you know what? Congratulations there, folks. Honestly, let's see. I was gonna say, you know what? We're getting pretty close. Maybe we can hit 2K. Let's find out. No, 1K? 1K is close enough. Years of cookie clicker prepared me for this. Fantastic, folks. You made it to that 1K. Congratulations. I'm so glad that I changed it up at the last second. Congratulations there, folks. You got it. And with that, just barely after that massive beam struggle, barely managed to fend off that bird, knocking them back, keeping them at bay, preventing their attack from landing. They have no choice but to crash down. And with their final move absolutely failing, they are sitting there completely perplexed, could not believe that you actually managed to stop that one. And with no other choice, well, now they really have no other option. So they just decide that it's time to go. It's time to fly. With them flying off into the distance, wherever they go, God only knows, never to be seen again. Nah, they'll be back tomorrow. Anyway. Whew. That was one heck of a game. That was one heck of a stream. Thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You're all awesome. I know Saturday was a bit of a hectic one. This one was quite the tricky stream to pull off. A lot of preparation went behind it. But yeah, it's almost 2 hours. This was unfortunately going to be a rather short stream, but do not worry, I will be back tomorrow because there's a lot to talk about. I will be back to do a simple drawing stream and mention all of the stuff that, what did we get for this boss fight? That's a good point. I'm hearing 5 gifted. Tell you what. What did you get for this one? That is a very, very, very good point. You know what? Tell you what, this is what you got. So anyway, let's go find someone to raid. I know the perfect person to raid at this moment. I know exactly who we should raid. They are currently doing a drawing stream of their own. They're currently doing a special event of their own. I know the perfect person we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Rabugaki, also known as Booga for short. Oh, there was also that. Don't worry, I'll raid them next time. We'll get more opportunities to raid Archivist in the future. We won't really be getting too many opportunities to raid Rabugaki. So let's go raid Rabu. So here's the here we go. Here is the raid message, and we're gonna put. Well, actually, first let's put the raid message. So. Bird fight. Use these emote, or yeah, use this emote if you have it. Use whatever emotes you have if you don't. I will be back tomorrow. Not Lampy Colt. Not Lampy Colt, Ray. Hold on a minute. But anyway, use those emotes if you have them. Use whatever emotes you have if you don't. I will be back tomorrow to talk about, to do some drawing while talking about all the setup that went into this bird boss fight, because I got to get going right quick. I also got to do some D&D. So, look forward to tomorrow. And thank you all for stopping by. Let's raid into a Rabugaki. Let's go raid into a Booga. They are currently doing teacup art for folks that are in their community. Let's go show them some support. I'll see you all tomorrow then there, folks. All right. Y'all take care. And also, if you would like to support the channel, one good way you could do so is by going to, by checking out the link page right over here. We got, I didn't spell that right. We got affordable models in the Etsy page. We got free stuff in the Coffee page. And if you or someone you know is looking for live 2D models, both big and small, or someone to commission basically, whether it be live 2D models big and small, whether it be just the art, just the rig, emotes, assets, character sheets, character concepts, even animations, you can either contact me directly or you could go to the vgen page right over there. All the information is down in the link page down below. With that being said, thank you all for stopping by. This was a very fun and stressful stream. And always remember, you're all awesome in your own way, because you folks make these streams and this community what it is. It's awesome chatting with you folks, cracking jokes, brainstorming, all that funny stuff. And if you lurk, that's great too. But the fact that you took the time out of your day to have this bug rambling on and doing stuff in the background means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And with that being said, I hope you all have a good night, or a good day, good night, better tomorrow, a great week, and go support the Booga. And that's about it. I got nothing. You all take care now. Laters.